I was having this talk yesterday about how we can bring in our manifestations so much more quickly and so true to what we're trying to call in. And a big part of that conversation that I was having was about embodying that person as if you're already experiencing the life you're envisioning. How would that person move? How would that person walk? How would that person speak and hold themselves? And so this is something that it might seem like impossible and out there, but are there elements or is there an essence of that future self that you can bring in, even in tiny, minuscule ways, into your day to day so that it doesn't feel like this far fetched idea, but rather you're getting your body to feel comfortable, familiar, and safe to show up as that person. And the more that we can integrate and embody that future self, you're closing that timeline and you're collapsing timelines to get to that future self, that future you into the present that much faster. And so, what does that look like? How does that tie into creativity and liberating your expression, as the theme is for this month's podcast vlog series? And so, a lot of it can be fun. And I do believe a lot of this should be tied to pleasure and joy and presence. Can we get so present with our current moment and get curious about how would my future self or my most expressed self move or speak? Or how would they rest? How would they navigate my work day? Would they keep working for 4 hours straight? Or would they actually take their lunch break and eat mindfully and slowly? And moments like that, where we can bring in gentleness and slowness and to nourish ourselves, the more that we can open up those channels for creativity that much more easily and immediately. That it doesn't take so much logical, linear thinking in the thinking mind, but rather the solutions or the ideas or the things that you're grappling with or challenged by, you can solve so much more quickly with so much more ease because you're creating space for rest, for your subconscious to do the work and the problem solving for you, to take care of your body, to move sustainably, physically. All of these things tie in together. And so when we can envision how do we actually want to live? How do we want our businesses to look like and feel like? It is thinking about the felt sense and making moves to experience those feelings and taking those actions to do so and to feel it. So, do we want to feel more rested? Then, what does that look like? What do you have to do to be more rested? Does that mean now you have to put your phone away an hour before bed? Are you reading? Are you taking walks during the middle of the day to get fresh air? Is that creating spaciousness for your mind and for your body to feel rested? Getting curious about what are those small moments, like eating slowly and more mindfully, to the bigger actions, like taking yourself out on a weekend solo trip. So, this is that space for playfulness, for that dreaming, for that fantasies, for those fantasies to come to life and play around with how you want to bring in that future self into your current day to day. And again, making that timeline that much more shorter, faster to get to that future self. And thinking about your future self, your most expressed self, the way that you express yourself through your branding, through your business, that also becomes more potent, more resonant, more magnetizing to your dream community, clients, collaborators. And by being able to imagine beyond what you believe you think should fit into, the more that you can reach farther into connecting with that future self, you can you really get to embody and truly believe in this practice and showing up in your brand more and more about, oh yeah, that's me. I am a thought leader, or I am a change maker. I am the CEO of my business, by being able to take those actions, or dressing up, or being able to create your content in the way that your future self would. Can we bring that all together in this holistic way of the way that you move, the way that you feel, the way that you navigate rest, the way that you speak to yourself and to the people around you? All of these facets of this being that you're trying to call in, being practiced and embodied regularly, allows you to manifest that much more quickly. And yes, these days there's a lot of new age conversation around manifesting and all these journaling prompts and tips and tricks. But a lot of it that I've come to experience when I've manifested, before I even knew that's what I was doing, to more intentionally, a lot of it has been mindful presence, has been a lot of courage to embody and practice consistently by a devotional energy, not from a disciplinarian, strict place, but truly from a devoted place of knowing that I'm honoring my promise to myself to meet this goal, or to reach this this promise that am calling in and desiring for my highest good, for the good of all involved. And presence, devotion, courage, those are big components to manifesting. And that can be its whole other conversation. But I think being able to nail down the embodiment piece, especially through the actions and through the movements and through the emotion and felt sense, is going to be a big part in calling in what you're looking for in the long run. So I'm excited to hear how this goes for you, what's coming up for you, and feel free to connect with me, comment, send me a DM how this landed, and I'll see you in the next episode.